Good morning, all. It's MAGA Hat Monday.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the MC Too Tall Show. I am your fearless host, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. So, this one we're going to talk about leopards changing their spots, zebras changing their stripes. As you know, a leopard doesn't change his spots, a zebra doesn't change his stripes. But the Democrats, being the jack serpents they are, will move in a certain type of way to make you think they share your values all of a sudden. All of a sudden, Eric Adams is speaking out against the problems and that the city has, to which he was mayor. And so this is something he could have fixed. Look, Giuliani fixed 8 years, Koch's third and final term, plus all of David Dinkins' time as mayor. That's 8 years. Giuliani fixed it in about 2 years into his first term. All of a sudden, streets were clean, streets were safe, and businesses started to flourish because of it. And this guy couldn't do that because he had some sort of democratic protocol to follow. So even if he went against things he believed in, he still went ahead and did it, regardless of what he believed in. And if you have to toe party lines and put that ahead of your constituents, you gotta go. You got to go. People will vote for the other party when they vote for you and don't get what they want. And then they'll roll the dice with the other party. I never thought in a million years I would vote for a Democrat for president. But there I was, one of the people that got duped into voting for Obama because of how the country was all in distraught. And we did have a horrible president in George W. Bush. And here comes a young guy in a sharp suit talking about change. People believed in him. And some of us who detected what a charlatan he was early in life got a lot of flack for it, lost a lot of friends for it. And yes, my remarks about Barack Obama got more and more vicious, and rightfully so. This is a man who promised change and did not deliver and only made matters worse. So, here comes another person who promised some radical changes that I liked. So, the dice was rolled again. This time, This time my gamble was a win. And it was Donald Trump, and it's a man that I wanted in for 8 straight years, but of course, the not so fair and square win of Joe Biden took place there. But that's years ago. Now we're on a course where things can be set right. However, watch out for your local elections. Beware of the zebras trying to change their stripes, leopards trying to change their spots. Kathy Hochul, governor of New York, who I like to call Huckster Hochul because she does a lot of baiting and switching and stuff. Oh, we're gonna do the $15 congestion pricing. Oh no, that's too expensive. Oh, I'm gonna take the $15 congestion pricing away. There'll be no congestion pricing. Hey, but you know what? Here's the $9 one, because 9 is cheaper than 50. You shouldn't be paying the 9 if you live in New York. Whatever is free should remain free. These bastards. It seems like they want to screw things up before they get their asses out of office. They want to sabotage incoming Republican regimes. And yes, Kathy Hochul's in her last term. I guarantee it. You get somebody who's really savvy, like a Congresswoman Malliotakis, going up against her. People forget how snappy popular Nicole Malliotakis is. She could go right to the governor's office, run for governor, and knock Huckster Hochul right out the box. Schmuck Schumer's trying to run for senator again that same year, which is 2026. And we might have a different type of candidate running for senator. Somebody who's never held a public office, but will do a better job. Somebody, perhaps, radio show host Sid Rosenberg. But let's roll it back a little bit sooner than 2026. Let's talk about 2025. New York City mayor election will be up in 2025. That's Eric Adams' job. Curtis Sliwa ran against him. He lost, which is a damn shame because Curtis likes cats and so do I. And we see the city in shambles. All we saw was a continuation of the evils of Bill de Blasio and the way he ran the city. And Eric Adams is only mayor because he's not Bill de Blasio. Oh, believe you me, people need to stop voting for Democrats because voting for a Democrat only brings harm to the environment. Voting Democrat brings crime in our streets. Crime runs rampant because of the Democrats. You saw my last video. A guy gets on a train, sees a woman sitting there, just lights her on fire. She burns to death on the train. And as she's burning to death, he gets out of the train, sits on a bench right across from where this person is burning to death. Sick society. You didn't hear of shit like that while Giuliani was mayor. Hell, you didn't even hear of that while Bloomberg was posing as a Republican mayor. Oh my goodness. We're in deep, deep trouble if we keep electing Democrats. We gotta stop electing Democrats. I am all in for a red New York. It's about time New York turns red. Well, it's about time we turn redder than Alabama. It needs to happen, folks. It needs to happen. Because people are getting set on fire at train stations now by fare beaters. And now, how did somebody let this person into the system? Oh yeah, that's right. They plucked the station agents out of the booths. Station agent, I served as a station agent for nearly 10 years. And let me tell you, I always knew when someone was going to beat the fare because they looked like it. They have a certain face, they have a certain attire, they have a certain manner in which they conduct themselves. As soon as they enter the station on the unpaid side, and then hop over to the paid side for free. Or shimmy underneath the turnstile like they're playing limbo. Or they'll go to the gate, pull on it, the magnetic lock is on, they're still pulling on it, and they will yell at the clerk or the station agent, threaten to kill them, and all this other happy horse shit. You know the type. They look like they're gonna do this before they actually do it. So this person you've seen in the photos, he looks like someone who would beat the fare. And if they look like they're gonna beat the fare, I can bet you dollars to donuts, not only do they beat the fare, they go into the system and commit more crime within the system. And actual stats show that fare beaters do this. So I take it even further and say fare beaters look like fare beaters. And if they're fare beaters, they're probably committers of other crimes, especially in Democrat-run cities and states. Why? Because, you heard this before, crime runs rampant because of the Democrats. And it would be a crime to yourself and your family to keep voting Democrat. Respect God, watch out for the Illuminati. Follow and share this, tell all your friends about me. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. Be good.